So the first thing is you'll meet the director, and it's at that meeting that you need to find out what is this film? What film does this director want to make? What sort of story does the director want to tell? Why does he want to make this film? Why does she want to make this film? And it's really that once you've sort of established that, your job as an editor is to execute the vision of that director. You may not share that vision. You may think, not sure, but you have to believe in it, and you have to believe that you can do that and have the confidence. And the next stage is to look at the material. Or maybe nothing's been shot yet. So you would then have a discussion about what is going to be shot to tell that story, and what characters are there, and do we have a plan of how to shoot this in order to tell that story, to execute that vision that you've got. So the first stage really, once you start in the cutting room, is you watch your rushes. And for me, I shut the world out and I put my headphones on, and I don't speak to anybody for 3 weeks, and I just go into that world completely. I don't watch any other films. I don't really speak to anybody. I just engage in that world with my headphones on and don't want to hear anything else. And it's that initial process, it's sort of that tunnel vision process where you form that relationship with the characters. And for me, it's that first watching of the rushes that is the most precious, because it's then you have your gut reactions. It's then that you laugh at things, you cry at things, and it's those first initial reactions actually probably stay with you and are what ends up being in the film. So you may have 500 hours, but you'll just sit and watch it for 3 weeks, and you'll just, if you closed your eyes after 3 weeks, you can remember all those bits, because they stay with you, because you've watched them completely undistracted and you've gone into that world. And for me, that's the most valuable experience. And I always ask, a producer and a director, before I start, I'm sorry, but I have to be able to watch all the rushes, and I just need that time. I just need that in my schedule. And if I haven't got that, I don't think I can do the job. Or I don't think I can do the job justice, because I don't feel I'm not part of it. I'm not engaged enough with it. So when you've had that time, during that time, there's the logging of the rushes, which is incredibly important. And I always log, in my little world of 3 weeks with my headphones on, I log as I go. And it's that very process of logging it yourself that makes these rushes and these moments stay with you permanently. By actually physically logging it, it sort of goes in, and for me, it doesn't go away. So that whole process, and often it sort of still stays with me now on many films I've worked with. And people say, oh, get the assistant to log it. For me, no, I have to log it, because if I haven't logged it, I can't find it. And you as an editor, you need to be able to know your rushes and access them straight away, but really from up here. You can have things written down, you can have transcripts, that's all there, and you can search things, do word search, where does he say this, where does he say that. But ultimately, transcripts are great, but they will tell you what someone said, but they'll never tell you how someone said it. You're only going to get that feeling or that experience of how someone said it by actually physically watching in real time those rushes and feeling those moments, which are very, very important. And the director may say, well, where's the bit where he picks his nose? You have to know. You're going to have to sort of know, because you will have watched that whole interview, the bit where he's a bit uncomfortable, or this or that. You need to know all those little ticks. You're not going to get that from a transcript. You're not going to get body language from a transcript.